The independent investigation has concluded that Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women and in doing so violated federal and state law.
I want you to know directly from me that I never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances.
Are you now calling on him to resign?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. That breaking news, Governor Cuomo is under fire tonight. Even the President of the United States is calling on him to resign.
That's right. All this following an explosive report from the New York Attorney General that says Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women while in office. We have team coverage for you on this tonight, starting with Allie Peters. Allie, the results of that independent investigation released today. What can you tell us?
Well, the nearly 5-month independent investigation involved more than 74,000 pieces of evidence, including documents, emails, audio files, and video. The report says Governor Cuomo harassed multiple former and current state employees, but the governor denies these allegations. 179 interviews and more than 70,000 pieces of evidence, concluding the investigation into sexual harassment allegations against Governor Cuomo.
These interviews and pieces of evidence reveal a deeply disturbing yet clear picture. Governor Cuomo sexually harassed current and former state employees in violation of both federal and state laws.
The investigation came after multiple women came forward alleging inappropriate behavior from the governor, including unwanted kisses, touchings, and sexual remarks.
And I am inspired by all the brave women who came forward. But more importantly, I believe them.
The investigation says the governor's administration was a hostile work environment that was, quote, ridden with fear and intimidation, making it hard for women to come forward. Governor Cuomo responded to the investigation today, denying the allegations against him.
I want you to know directly from me that I never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances. That is just not who I am.
The governor said accusations against him inaccurately portray everyday interactions he has with New Yorkers, and that he's been making the same gestures in public all his life.
I am the same person in public as I am in private. I try to put people at ease. I try to make them smile. I try to connect with them.
Now, Attorney General Letitia James said current and former members of the executive chamber, state employees, state troopers, and those who often work with the governor were all interviewed as part of this investigation. You can read the entire report at rochesterfirst.com. Live in the studio, Allie Peters, News 8.
All right, Allie, thank you. The big question tonight is what happens next. Many are calling on the governor to resign, but he could also face impeachment. So Jack Watson is checking all this out for us tonight. Jack, you spoke with legal and political experts about the road ahead.
That's right, Maureen, and it's important to distinguish between criminal and civil in this context. The AG found that the governor violated civil law. There isn't a criminal element to the AG's report itself. That's what an attorney told me this afternoon. He tells me there are a few paths possible from here. First, politically, his position as governor, he could resign, which he has said he will not do. He could continue to push back against the claims. He could also be impeached by the state legislature. The state assembly would have to draw up articles of impeachment, a trial in the state Senate, 2/3 majority to convict. Civil claims could also be made by alleged victims. That's what Paul Keneally, a local employment attorney with Underberg and Kessler, told me today. He speaks on those potential civil claims now.
I mean, there'd be two different things going on. So one would be related to his employment, which would be the impeachment that we just talked about. The other would be whether any of the alleged victims have civil claims that they could pursue for violations of state or federal sexual harassment law, and it would involve, an action against him as a boss, as well as against the office or the employer being the state.
And Maureen, this afternoon, a statement from the Albany County District Attorney. They are formally asking for investigative materials from the AG's office, and they welcome any potential victims to contact them. Albany Police nor New York State Police offered a comment today. Maureen.
Some pretty rapid developments tonight. Thanks, Jack. Christian Garzone is standing by. Christian, even the governor's longtime allies are calling on him to resign tonight. There's literally a flood of reaction from lawmakers tonight.
Maureen, there is. After watching the response from the governor today, Assemblyman Harry Bronson thanked the women who came forward, saying that must have been tremendously difficult for all of them to do, while Senator Brooke says the governor made a culture of fear and intimidation, which is bottom line unacceptable. Two key Democrats today, Senator Samara Brooke and Assemblyman Harry Bronson, again asking that Governor Cuomo step down.
The number of women who came forward speaks volumes.
Bronson called Cuomo's response polished and belittles the process that took place. He said for the good of the state, Cuomo needs to go. Senator Brooke saying she doesn't need this report to trust the women who came forward.
I think we should believe women. I think we saw the Attorney General very clearly say she believes these women.
She says public leaders like Cuomo are held to a higher standard.
There is no place for a governor or any elected official who partakes in this kind of conduct, who creates this kind of culture.
If Cuomo vacates his office, Bronson says we'll move right on forward with the lieutenant governor. If not, impeachment could be the next step.
If he doesn't resign, I think the Assembly conference will be meeting and having discussions.
Cuomo, he says, still has other things to answer for.
Well, let's remember, he also has some serious concerns and complaints regarding the COVID situation.
Now, when it comes to the few apologies Cuomo did make, Bronson said those are important, but he did not apologize to all the women involved. On University Avenue in Rochester, Christian Garzone, News 8. Adam, Maureen, right back to you.
All right, Christian, thank you. And we have more reaction tonight from our U.S. senators.
In a joint statement, Senator Schumer and Senator Gillibrand said they believe the governor should step down.
This is from Senator Gillibrand and myself. As we have said before, the reported actions of the governor were profoundly disturbing, inappropriate, and completely unacceptable. Today's report from the New York State Attorney General substantiated and corroborated the allegations of the brave women who came forward to share their stories, and we commend the women for doing so.
This is, of course, making national news, and you can expect a full report on the AG's report on the CBS Evening News. In the meantime, for the latest developments on this story as they come in, just log on to our website, rochesterfirst.com.